It's like, just pause your game. It's real life with real people. Hello, Kawans. Welcome back to Immortal Part 2 with me, your Game Master, Little Cat. This is the last session for 2023, and when we see each other again, it will be January of 2024. Where did the time go? The GM gets to rest, which I'm appreciative of. Anyway, Mume gets an inspiration point for some text RP that happened in the background. In session 11, the coast is clear and the group takes some time to gather their thoughts and break apart some materials. Valerius encounters something curious flash across the screen of his tablet, which is then rendered useless for the time being. A conversation and a plan is hatched with Minu, who heads to the new location of Snowshift, promising to return in less than a day and a half, providing they reach the designated location between the three hills. And finally, some conversations were had before everyone bed down for the night, save the few who were up on watch. At the same time as Valerius matched the frequency of the larger topaz, a woman in a lab coat stands facing away towards a table in a lab full of strange machines and various vials and containers. The air smells too clean. There is a hum in the background and nobody seems to care about it. It's as if those hums from fluorescent lamps. From the back, you see a slender frame reach out for a large ruby on the table, beautifully cut and ornate. It scatters the light around it, and there's a glimpse of runic sigils that disappear when the lights shift over the polished sheen. Her perfectly brushed, short, white hair is tossed back as she abruptly turns around, walking towards something before she stands rigid, unable to control her actions. The ruby falls from her hands and cracks on the ground as the pupils of her red eyes dilate as she stares into nothing. She comes to a few moments later, her eyebrows furrow in extreme discontent. She reaches into her lab coat pocket and brings out a sending stone before speaking into it. We have a problem. Now, back to present day, someone special rolled a 1 on their d20 in the morning. Gunloud, can you please roll me a d2 for your consequence?
Oh, that's not how we're done. What's the thing again for rolling?
You have to put a space in between the 1
slash
and 2.
R space
R,
1d2.
Yeah.
You have to roll for a consequence. Can you not just pick both of them?
No, it's real. Okay, so who was the last to take watch? Was it Mume?
It was Mume.
It was Mume.
and Floaty.
Mume and Floaty. Floaty finally gets out of the snow, if I remember correctly, and
Yeah.
goes home to his master. Movie, you're the only one awake at the moment. Good luck. How does this feeling take over you as you wake up?
I think she doesn't really fully wake up. It's like you wake up, but you're still kind of dreaming. Nothing feels real, and she doesn't quite understand where she is. She's very confused, and she starts shaking like a lot.
Where did you sleep? Did you sleep in the dome with the kids or outside around the fire,
Leaning against Wendy,
leaning against Wendy?
and there will still be shackles on her as well.
Okay. You are very confused at the moment. Everything seems hazy, a blur. Wendy, you are the second person to wake up today because you feel uneasiness emanating from the person that leans against you last night. Ghost, not Wendy. Oh my god.
She called Wendy first.
You're up.
Huh?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh
You
yes,
sound
we
a
can
bit
hear you
Why
now.
why do you sound like you're in a can of soup?
Give me a second.
Oh my god, it's worse than before. You immediately just cut off.
Bring
No,
bring the
he muted
microphone
Muted
closer to thy
himself.
mouth. Oh yeah, I've got a new thing. Right, I gotta plug it in. One sec.
Testing,
Oh my
testing.
Okay,
this better?
okay.
Hello?
Yes,
Okay,
that's much
slightly.
better.
Yes, yes.
I think Ghost feels, especially since Gunlag has her arms like shackled behind her back.
You're up. Good.
Gunlag starts shaking her arms, trying to get out of them, and she doesn't speak.
Plus
Good luck.
there's a panic in Gunlag that you didn't see yesterday.
Her
What
hands are
is it?
shaking, shoulders are shaking violently, and she's still not responding to you.
Okay, Ghost attempt to uh will attempt to hug her gently. Good luck. Are the memories returning?
As she feels something like actually grab onto her and restrain her, or it feels like restraining her, you can hear little like broken sobs, and the shaking gets even worse, and she just really tries to get out both of the shackles and of the hug.
Ghost will just do the thing where he will hold her in the hug and not harming her, but just like trying to let the warm fur and everything cover over. It's me. It's me, Ghost.
Gunnar goes completely still, like absolutely like frozen. Her hands are still shaking a little bit, but it's just completely like frigid, frozen.
Ghost, you feel as if she doesn't have that much strength today. Like her movements are a little bit slower. Her reactions towards you is not normal. Not Mino. Mume, from far away, wherever you're sitting, you also observe this interaction as everybody starts waking up.
I slowly approach the ghost and ask,
You probably see her face, which Ghost doesn't because he's sitting behind her.
Well,
She
he's
looks
facing her now.
terrified.
My guess is some of the memories are returning. Give her some time. He was just cradling her there.
She
um,
looks scared of you.
can I inside check this Like, is she afraid of the like ghosts?
Yeah, sure. Actually,
Yeah,
Yeah.
do you want to allow an insight check or do you want
yeah.
I don't even think he needs one.
Okay.
She's petrified of ghosts right now. She doesn't. She looks like she doesn't understand what's happening.
Okay. The second question I want to like try to look for is that is she does she know and remember what where she is, what and where she is?
Um,
Like
you
it,
can't
it
tell just by
terrified.
looking.
Yeah, I know, but like she's terrified. Like, but okay, I'm just gonna approach and I ask,
Yeah, she's looking very confused, but very, very scared.
Gunlao, um, did you I do you know who you are? Do you know where
Um,
you are?
she just kind of shakes her head a little bit and
But
tears are
tears are
coming down.
coming down.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Oh
that's
just
shit!
Joe.
Well,
I hear
what
echo.
what is happening
Who is
with
that?
Joe?
to smell.
It's Joe.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Oh
Just
my
mute
god!
Valerius until he fixes his thing for now.
Oh my god! All right. Can you repeat that because that echo was messed me up.
She shakes her head a little bit, but she's also like there's tears running down her face, and she's just she looks completely lost in a way that none of you have ever really seen.
I put down my mask and face to face, looking at her is like, do you know who I am?
Uh, shake head.
Mumi, make me an
You
insight
yes,
check.
right.
Actually,
Uh,
Ghost, make me an insight check as well.
Mhm.
where is my numbers? Here you are. Today will be 17, is it?
Oh,
Oh, it is
yes.
17.
17. Now waiting for Ghost. 20. Okay. Mumi, you watch her face closely, just seeing what she's going to do, especially after Ghost said she has her memories. She doesn't. You don't think she has her memories because if
Oh,
she
Ghost is saying
did.
she might have her memories back
Yeah,
because he's assuming this she's having like a trauma, whatever thing.
correct, correct. So you don't think she has her memories at all because this is something you see in the
Kid,
children that you
yes.
just saved. There is a childlike innocence to her face,
Mm.
and this is concerning to you. Ghost, you watch, you think she might have her memories back, but you recognize this face from years ago, eons ago, when you watched the young master leave for school the first time and he had to leave his family, his mom and his dad. It's lost, confusion, not really wanting to let go, uncertain.
It's okay.
The
Um,
doctor got Valerius.
okay, I'll go grab them. He will look after you. Be kind. And then I rush back into the dome and look for Valeris and Doctor.
Ghost will
Okay.
try to think back to good mom used to sing when she made waffles and whatever, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, he will try to do he will try to mimic some of that. Here's a breakfast song. Something about eggs, pancakes. So he will make a little humming sound.
The breakfast song.
It's like head, shoulders,
Um,
knees, and toes, but it's eggs, bacon, cheese, and toast.
Mm.
and it kind of works a little bit. Like she, like the longer she kind of sits there, the more relaxed she becomes.
Okay, so I
Doctor,
imagine. Yes. Yes, I'm awake.
uh, I'm sorry, but I don't usually wake you up this early, but we have an emergency regarding Gunlock over there.
Hmm. Wait, what? Something's happened? Here, a
She.
little help, and then I'd show you my manacled hands.
Oh, okay. I will get it off you.
Yes, the key's just over there.
Is the keys of all the manacles same? Just
No.
asking. Okay.
No.
Okay.
All
And
right.
then I head over.
Ghost is doing his calming thing to Gunlock, but he's not letting her go in case this is an elaborate act or something.
Okay. Bosk, you come outside to see a very, very unusual sight. Ghost is cajoling a very frightened, very lost and confused looking Gunlog. You have seen neither like this. You know they're comfortable with each other, just not in a parent and child way.
Uh,
What
Ghost
am
is
I
also
missing?
trying to use something close to Good Mom's voice again.
yeah.
Ah,
And then yeah, I'll explain slightly TLDR is like about her not having memory and childlike behavior stuff.
okay. Well, I guess we have some questions to ask then. Um, I approach and wave at Gunlog to see if she recognizes me.
Just looks at you kind of warily. No immediate recognition, but it's kind of like it's like there's a familiarity, but she's not sure what to do with it.
Hmm, okay. It doesn't look like you remember me. Um, what do you remember, Gunlog? Do you know who you are?
I can't move.
Right. Um, is she? I noticed that she's still um shackled and everything. Here, let me help you.
Just a second, boss. Have you seen anything like this before?
No. Well, my memory only goes back to like 3 days ago, so I can't really say.
I'm just wondering if the memories are coming back and damaging something or whatever the matriarch did. Uh,
Possible.
Ghost will turn to
Mother?
Gunla and goes, "Oh, who's your mother?"
You mentioned her.
Yes, who's your mother?"
Oh, mother is mother.
Could you describe your mother for us? Maybe I've met her before.
If you don't know, I probably shouldn't say.
Hmm.
This is very problematic. It's sign of kid trying to avoid strangers.
Loti lands on Dr. Bosco's shoulder, and you hear Valeris's voice very subtly peek through into your ear, Bosk. Hey, is everything okay? I can't exactly check it out because I have to maintain the hut.
She seems to be going
Did
through
your mother
something.
make waffles?
Yeah, with honey all the time.
Dun dun dun. Okay. Ah, right. The honey
You always
waffles.
know about the honey difference against butter. I don't think so, right?
Um,
It's honey versus
I
jam.
I remember in the past she would always eat them with jam when we were at Aegis.
Mm.
But last
Mhm.
night we ate them with honey
No,
because that
you
was
had it
what
with
we
jam.
had.
Yeah,
You
we
you
have
had
the
the berry
jam.
jam.
Ah,
Bad
right.
berry jam.
Hmm.
Okay. Right.
Honey? Do we have any
Honey?
honey left?
There is no honey
There's
because
not.
Yeah,
it's
Ghost
too
is just
cold.
If you found
asking.
any. No,
I don't
unfortunately.
understand. What's happening?
You seem a bit disoriented.
What
Do
was
you
the last
remember at
thing you
all what
remember?
happened? Yes.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
We went to bed last night, but I I don't think this is not right. This is not where I should be. Where's mother?
There's. Well, I don't exactly know what you're remembering, but last night, well, for a few days now, we've been traveling, and we're traveling some more today.
I know you. I know you.
Okay, that's a start. Do you know
But
this thing? And then I like pick up little floaty and present it to Gunlog.
but this isn't real. This is.
What do you mean?
Can we go home?
Where is home?
I
Good luck.
I
Make me a
don't.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
27.
27.
Busk asks you, where is home? As you try to think, you feel your head start fogging up. But you hear a gentle voice cajoling you back. It's not really telling you to be calm. It's telling you words you think they're supposed to be helpful, but they're kind of muffled.
I think home is ice root, right? Or is it roar? No.
Well, we're a few days away from Broer, and even longer from Ice Root. There's some place we need to go first. We have to get these people to safety. And then I gesture to where the refugees are staying.
Ghost his eyes will light up. There are blue beneath the fur as he recognizes that there is a contest for control somewhere between the different facts she's remembering and remembering the conversation about the matriarch and how she tried to use the term mother. So Ghost will say, your mother, she wore, and he will describe good mom to her and what good mom was like and how she sounded. Try to jog her memories.
Feel like she's shaking her head really, really fast. No.
Confronted by this, and again by boss telling you that you have to help these people aren't important. You're important. Why do you have to help them?
Who are they?
We saved them.
Why?
You remember your friends, and he will describe Max and the gang to her.
She looks confused and starts shaking her head again.
Um, Ghost, doctor, uh, can I try something?
Sure.
I did this once to you, doctor, but I don't think you remember. Not sure it will work, but I can give it a try. Um,
What are you going to do?
Right? But if you harm her, it's off.
no, I'm not hitting her. Don't worry. The mask is still off. Right now. I walk closer to Gunlao. Gunlao, I need you to listen very carefully and look into my eyes. So I'm asking Gunlao and DM, am I able to use Heart of Darkness?
Okay, explain to me what Heart of Darkness does.
Uh, you can see that they can. Those who look into your eyes can see that I'll copy and paste to you.
Yeah, but I want to hear you tell me how this looks like.
Oh, the terror that he saw, but he wants to allow Gunlao to see the terror that she did and why she protect the innocence that she is doing now. The
Hmm.
robot, the murders, and the zombies that both of them have caught up
Okay, I
have
You're
want
caused.
replaying the scene?
I want you to make me an intelligence check, like a straight intelligence. And Gunlag, if things go right, Gunlag has to make a wisdom save with disadvantage.
All right, so this will not have any of my uh, unique stuff, right? Just straight intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the time I need you to roll good. Please roll good. Please. Oh, 10 just.
Lucky
Okay.
number.
Make me a roll wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
With those, look, I'm very good.
Oh,
Oh,
Whoa, there's no in between.
this is real bad. Um, I mean, if you want to use your inspiration, now would be a
No, no,
great
no,
time.
no, no.
Okay. Um, Gundag,
We live and die by the ones, okay?
you see this the cat man who you don't recognize at all look at you, stare deep into your soul. It seems that he's trying to reach out to something that you should remember. Your childlike mind is pulled into his dilated pupils, and you see fire, you see death. The mind's eye smells the acrid burning scent of bodies, and instead of feeling comfort and understanding, you start to panic.
Gunlag screams.
Valerius, this is a great time to pull you in because the kids are starting to wake up. Some of them want to start moving out of your tiny hut. They don't know what's going on outside.
interesting. I
And
can
then
hear the screaming through Floaty, and I'm in turn like, oh god,
And
okay,
it's like
maybe
panic.
we should not get the children there. So I'm gonna tell Dr. Bosk through Floaty that hey, the kids are starting to wake up. I'm going to gather them and pull them away so they don't see what's happening to Kunlun. So yeah, try to sort that out if you can.
you watch as which one? Ashka immediately stands up. She's still smiling from the waffles that she had yesterday, and she starts doing the 9-year-old march outside.
Oh, hold up. It's like, snow's kind of heavy right now, so let's just stay in here for a little bit longer. Yeah, I am going to make the hut opaque instantly.
Okay, make me a
Is the hut soundproof?
it's not soundproof. You can still hear outside, but I'm going to say that you are far enough, not yet about to hear the scream.
I need to make it what
Um,
now?
I'm gonna give you a chance to like close her ears or something.
Yes, sure.
Because she
I'll
can
do
still
that.
hear outside. And there is snow at the top, so you don't have to make it opaque as
Oh, wait, hold
much.
up. I
Mhm.
instead of doing that, I just like pull up the music boxes and let them play.
Okay, okay. Make me a performance check with advantage.
Oh god, I have to make me roll the thing that has like +1.
9. It does work to pull her attention back, but she seems to have been bored by the current music. Kids and their top 40 hits.
Yes, okay. And who else is inside the hut with me? Like literally everyone else, right?
It is all the kids, the old man. The adults seem to be sleeping outside. They want the kids and the old man to be comfortable.
Understandable. It's like,
I was
all right,
sleeping outside.
Valeria's just gonna like very quickly like start to. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. What can I do? What can I do? Yes. Okay. I recall Floaty.
Okay, Floaty comes back in. You have one turn to try and dampen the scream that's gonna happen.
Shape water so that ice builds up, prevents the whatchamacallit, the sound from coming through too well.
Shape water does 5 by 5 cube. It's not enough.
Yeah,
Do you have
that has
anything
to
else?
be a way. Yeah, I'm looking through my spell list. I mean, short of just making everyone deaf by using Thunder Wave. Oh, it's not Thunder Wave, Shatter.
Oh my god.
um,
Please don't.
oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Hold up.
Well, they're
Valeria
gonna hear
starts
this.
singing really loudly.
I mean,
If Gunlog screams, they're gonna hear the scream. There's nothing you can do about it.
Ghost will
You can
start.
drop a silence, but
Ghost will lift her up and start mobilizing her to somewhere else that's less in public view.
She
Okay.
grasps onto Ghost like for dear life, like clinging.
oh, what did you do?
Let's get you away from the scary cat, man. And he'll walk away.
I'll reply to boss is like, I use it, I used that on you previously. It shook you awake, bring you back. I'm not sure. Probably I bring her too far into the dark side. I don't know.
Well, I don't remember anything like that.
Valerius, at
What
first
did
you
you
hear.
actually do?
Hang on. Valerius, you hear a loud scream and it jolts. Although thanks to the music box, it doesn't scare the little girl that much, but it does wake up everybody else. And then you hear the scream go further and further away.
internally, I'm like, oh my god. Okay, Valerius gonna sound like, all right, kids, while waiting for everyone else to tell us that it's safe to come out, do you wanna help me build a music box? Pulls out hammer.
Sure. Make me a
Starts.
persuasion check.
Oh,
We
yeah,
need to
oh,
change the
no.
music inside, which means we need to break it open.
Ah.
No
Kids love
persuasion
breaking
check
shit.
needed. Yes.
Flash 15.
Okay, 15. Good enough.
Oh.
Distraction. This one is easily distracted. You do see that Nihil seems to be less distracted. He is very concerned at what's happening outside, but seeing as you are generally unbothered and very refreshed in general, he focuses on you.
I'm gonna
Back.
get Floaty also to like fly around and just gently nudge the kids every now and then, like, hey, chase me, fly around the hut.
Okay. Back to Mume and Bosk.
Right. So what did you actually do?
Usually, usually if they look into my eyes, they can see what I have been through.
What do you mean?
Like,
I look into his eyes.
okay, you see, you would, because I haven't have time to like mentally think, but you would see the incident of the the village.
Like from your POV?
Yes.
Oh. I shake myself out of it. What was that? Wait,
I-
I look again. Do I recognize anything?
How do you mean?
What do you
Like
mean by
yourself?
recognize? Yeah.
Yes, like what do I like do I can I tell that it's from Githard, or is it just like, oh, it could be anywhere?
You cannot see. It's not like a play-by-play video thing,
It's
but
just
It's
like,
more dream-like.
yeah. So
yeah,
Mume
so
can
like
choose
scenes.
to sort of feel the emotion. So think of it in an abstract way. Instead of seeing visual cues, you look into his eyes and feel deep emotion strike you in your soul. So your mind's eye and you can smell things, you can hear things, but it's not through sight.
Okay.
Feel Githard.
Yeah, you can feel the trauma. It
You
seems
can
that he has picked up a lot of trauma and
What
baggage
are the
from
what
other
are the
people.
key emotions?
Yes. What are the
uh
key emotions?
the key emotion at that time would be um panic, survival, surprise, uh fixated on Gunlaug because that's the first people I saw that it was my mark. But the word is not Gunlaug, but it's just keep saying matriarch's order. Not matriarch's order, Myra's order, sorry.
Hmm.
Oh, well, I don't think she was ready for that. Look, I'll go see if I can do anything to bring her back. Just stay here and distract the others.
I'll
Let them
do
know
that.
that we'll be back soon.
All right. I'll
And then
return to
I
the
head over
tent.
to where Ghost went.
Okay.
Maybe we'll return to the dome.
You go into the dome to find Valerius in Santa Claus toy shop party, breaking apart a little music box, and Floaty just whizzing around. It's chaos.
As you enter the hut, Valerius meets your eyes, and his eyes have the solemn vow, the sound, the noise, the looks of please help me.
I will go and attempt to assist Valerius or what the hell is he trying to do?
I will fucking sending you a message. Well, not sending, like the cantrip sending
The
message
message.
you
Message.
in your mind, like, please help me keep the kids distracted and from leaving the hut. We don't need them to be traumatized by good luck screaming.
All right. You see,
There
I
are no
pull.
strangers to scream in at this point.
Yeah. I pull up my mask back to meet my nose, and then I'll walk towards Valerius. Is like, so have a good night's sleep. I ask the kids.
The kids look at you. You see Nihil watching the other two younger ones, both of them with tiny tiny hammers and various like a wrench for no reason. Valerius is Valerius just give them tools and they are now
We can't.
smashing the little toy with careless abandon before you ask that the question and Ashka looks up. What? Oh, sleep. Yeah, it was great. It was really nice. It was warm. I haven't had a warm sleep before. Have you seen this thing? We smashed it.
Oh, sadly, you already smashed it. I didn't see how it was, but good smash though. Not recognizable.
She nods in like thank you for acknowledging my craft. Uh, um, Mr. Valeria said that we're going to put a new song. The previous one was getting kind of boring. Do you know any songs?
Hmm. Do I know any songs?
You know a lot
Um.
of songs.
Um. Let's see. What songs do I want? What is?
Darut Sandstorm, let's go.
Ya Allah,
A,
janganlah.
a place where it has snowstorm, but yet we play sandstorm. You know what? Actually, the kid might like it. It's repetitive enough.
Carrera Snowstorm.
Uh, I will suggest the snowstorm. It was hit in the underground.
Okay, make me a performance check.
Performance? I'm not even good at performance.
I don't know, you're making up songs.
Right. Uh, I don't think. I think it's too late to ask for assistance from master, right? Even though I haven't changed my skill today. Hmm.
I'm just gonna just roll with it. You're
All right. All right. I'll roll with
this is
it.
not a lose-lose situation. This is a funny or win situation.
I'll roll for it.
Funny it is.
Funny.
You try to sing, or you try to make the tune that you remember vaguely in a bar, in a tavern, in Falsen one night as you were being approached by many wonderful women, if that is your persuasion. This is before one of your jobs, and you vaguely remember the tune. As you start to sing it off key, you watch the little girl be entertained. You watch the 16-year-old completely zone out, and then you watch Meyer regard you with mild enthusiasm for the first time as he stifles a laugh.
At least someone is enjoying.
As soon as you say that, he realizes what he did and he looks down.
No. It's cool.
And gently starts like half-heartedly bashing like one gear. Valerius, you feel the tiny hut start to fade.
Yes, oh crap. The spell is just ending now, isn't it?
Yes.
How long do I have before it goes
Um,
kaput?
Yeah, let's go 2 rounds.
2 rounds, okay. I'm gonna silently message what's his face again, Mumi. It's like, hey, the hut's gonna go down in like 2 minutes, so we gotta like get them to do something.
Put on winter clothes because it's gonna become cold.
Yeah.
It is.
Right.
Okay. Cut back to outside. How far has Ghost gone from the camp?
Far as possible out of earshot.
Okay, you are definitely out of earshot. Before you left, who followed? Did Bosk follow?
Yes.
Okay. Bosk, as you left, you also watched the women sort of wake up and sort of look in your direction, going, "What the hell was that?" But you pay them no mind because you think your other team members have got it under control, and you follow them. You don't see Gunlock struggle. You just watch her white knuckle grab onto Ghost as if a little scared monkey.
Okay.
Ghost, what are you doing?
He will bring her far away and then he will resume reinforcement of comforting sounds or humming breakfast sounds and all that.
As you reinforce, you feel the emotions of the older lady come to the forefront. She is cooing. She is taking you through. She is sort of reminded by her experience, the one that she left. Those images flash across your mind. Young children laughing. You distinctively hear. If this was in the middle of the night, that'd be creepy as hell. But it's in the daytime, so it's jovial. You see a husband happily. You don't really see their faces in full detail. You just feel the emotions, and you try to bring these emotions out through your comfort. Gunlag, you are being cajoled by a white, fluffy mound of matted, kind of warm, kind of comfy fur.
is kind of calming her down a little bit. Like, she understands that she is confused, but she can't figure out or grasp what's fully going on.
Bosk, this
I
is happening.
arrive?
Yeah,
Okay.
you finally arrive. Ghost is really fast.
Okay. All right. Gunlog is looking a bit better than before.
But slightly.
I'm
She's no longer screaming. That's a plus.
I'm going to keep up the encouragement, and we'll see if she's better tomorrow. Maybe we're still
Right.
traveling.
Let me see if I can tell what's happened to her.
Don't do whatever the cat man did.
I don't know how he did whatever he did.
You
It
say that
might be
as a
replicated
chill
as
crawls up
my
your spine, remembering what you saw in his eyes the second time.
yes. Wouldn't be able to replicate it if I tried. All right, Gunlog. Tell me what you know now. And then I want to see if I can sort of tell what's wrong with her.
Make
I
me.
know
Go ahead.
that we're here and we're traveling, but it doesn't seem real. I don't.
Do you know that, or is that something that someone's told you?
It's like mother is telling me that this isn't real.
Can you
That
hear
I
her
should go
now?
back. Yes, yeah, she's speaking to me, and she wants me to come home, and I don't know where home is.
I see. And is she here now? Is she here with us now? Or is she communicating with you remotely?
It's.
I look around as if to be like, ah, is she here? Where is she?
Don't patronize me. It's like a dream, kinda like a
I
memory.
see. So you can tell that something's wrong.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to see if I can find out what's wrong. Is that all right with you?
I don't know if you're real. I don't know if you can. If you can.
Okay, so humor me while I try to see if I can find out what is wrong.
You're
You
Bosk, and this is Rin. This is Ghost.
Yes, you are remembering.
Mm,
Okay, that's a good sign. And then I proceed to see if I can find out if anything's wrong with her physically.
okay? You go and do basically a psych eval, the same one that you did from when you were at Aegis treating the younger sister.
Yep.
So make me a medicine check with advantage.
Medicine
Oh,
32.
32. Holy shit, what the
That's a
fuck?
big number.
so
Oh
good
my
at
god.
medicine.
What?
It's almost as if I
It's
trained for this.
I
At
know.
this level, we want 30s.
It was almost a crit. You recognize trauma. You recognize also some sort of very benign mind control.
Ah, like magical?
Very,
Or like,
very incredibly magical.
oh,
You
okay, so
think
like
it
charm
has,
magic,
yeah, very, very
enchantment.
strong. And for some reason, it had turned Gundog into a very childlike state. And
I
her
see.
being sassy was the first time today since you woke up that you see any semblance of the original her.
Okay. All right, so I can tell that she's under like a magical effect.
Yes.
Do I know if dispel magic would remove that magical effect?
With a 32, you know this is more this is less of a current standing effect and more of a psychological trauma
Okay, so that
response.
something was like it's not a continuous effect. It's like it happened in the past and then this is just
It
whatever
resurfaced
is
today.
left.
Damage.
Okay.
And you
Okay.
Let's
would
talk
be
to
able to
the
minimize it.
I can what? Sorry?
You would be able to minimize it, you think.
Okay. I will do what would it take for me to do that?
You have worked with people who have gone through some kind of trauma response before, and it first she needs a safe space. Second, she needs to find her grounding. I'm not gonna
Okay.
go into details because I am not a psychologist in real life, so
Yep.
please, people, don't take this as gospel. Um, but yeah,
So
you
is it
know
like
that
explain to her or like medicate her?
that
Is it
is
like do
a
this or is it
choice.
like eat this food and it will make you feel better?
That
Or is
is
it
a
keep
choice
this in mind, blah blah blah
Bosk can make because of your 32. I will leave it up to you.
blah. Okay. Um
Is it, doctor? Anything I can help with?
yes, actually. And then I explain the situation to both Gunlog and um Ghost. I can't really tell what caused it to surface, do I?
Nope, you don't
Oh,
see any kind of trigger at the moment.
Okay.
but the ghost would propose to the doctor. I think when the control was slipping, probably activated something.
Well, your guess is
Makes
as good
sense
as
if she
mine.
wants to destroy what she can't control.
I nod. Whatever the case is, it's definitely some kind of scarring from whatever was done to us.
Mhm. So,
Good that we know what it could look like, I suppose.
yes.
How does this
I
make you feel, Gunlog?
I don't think mother would do that.
But
I think knowing that is wrong.
I nod. All right, we're getting somewhere. Um, how are you feeling physically? Wait,
Tired
are you
and
still? Oh, here, let me help you with that. Ghost, do you mind? I like go to unshackle the Gunlog.
they're gonna feel like sluggish, like tired, like
All right, because we
like
probably still need to
everything is
travel today.
weird.
Um, I guess we should be fine. We have the means to move you if you need to rest, and it's not like we're moving at a particularly quick pace anyway.
Yeah, I
we'll
don't.
continue to carry you. Her. Keep you safe.
I nod. Yes,
I
that
just
can
want to go
work.
home, and there is no home to go to.
I don't think we've been home in a long time.
Mm,
But we are headed that direction. With luck, we'll be there in the week. Let's get back to the campsite.
not. Just FYI, my speed is half today.
Ghost is just carrying Gunlock.
Yes, you get piggyback ride
Yeah,
or a
like
princess
Mowgli
carry.
on the bear.
Yes. Okay, we head back. Um, I explained to Valerius that Gunlog is having a rough day and that it could happen to either of us. We don't I can't tell what caused it, if anything. But we still need to travel. I check to see
Ghost,
if everyone else is ready to move, or
Ghost
like,
will also talk to Valerius and say, I think whatever it is trying to get her back under control. She talks about mother favorably. Can't remember the old stuff, what
I'm
was really
right here, you
happening.
know.
Yes, it's important they know what's important.
Valerius nods. All right. Is there anything you want me to look out for? I'll direct this question specifically towards Bosk or anything I should avoid.
hmm, just be on, just be extra wary today. I don't think it would be good to engage any threats.
Valerius nods in understanding. Very well.
All right. Other than that, I think that things go ahead as planned. I show everyone where we're headed on the map and how long it should take and various landmarks that we can look out for, and then we head out after some breakfast
Okay.
because
Breakfast
that's
is
the most important meal of the day.
easily gotten. Thankfully, while you were all indisposed, either babysitting Gunlog or babysitting actual children, the three ladies were busy packing up because you saw them look at all of you with curiosity before brushing it off when you returned to camp, and just don't ask, don't tell. Can I know how you arrange yourself? Like who is on Ghost, who is on the carpet? Is there any other things that you're using to transport?
Valerius will
She's
offer
solely
the.
carrying Gunlock this time. He needs all the attention for her.
Okay.
Yep.
I will
Val?
offer the carpet to Ghost if he wants it.
Ghost looks at this teeny shitty carpet that cannot carry half its weight and gives it to someone else.
Doesn't the children ride on the carpet
Yeah,
anyways?
Oh yeah,
give
Yeah.
it to the children.
Okay,
children
and
rides on the
Reminder:
carpet.
there are 3 children
how's
and one
Adam
very old
doing?
man.
Hmm.
Okay.
Are we using disc to
Yeah, I guess I will have to sit on the carpet and summon the disc.
Okay,
you
so
can
where are the children sitting
disc.
and where is the old man sitting?
Old man can sit on the disc with two of the kids. One kid can ride on my lap or behind me.
Okay. The 2 ladies will follow behind. And
Yep.
who is taking the rear?
I will
Or rather,
take
who's in front
the
and who's in the back?
I will be leading, but I
Mm-hmm.
would like someone else to keep watch. Actually, wait, I can keep watch while leading. I'm a ranger.
You're a ranger.
So good.
wang.
Ghost will
There.
be in the rear
Stuff.
with Gunlock.
Okay.
We cannot
Oh,
become lost except magically.
Mm-hmm.
I can, even when you are engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking. I remain alert to danger. That's the one. Okay, I am
Yes.
navigating.
Okay. Navigating for you is pretty easy. You have innate knowledge of Krera in general. Um, if I'm
Do
not
I find
mistaken,
that my knowledge is outdated, or
no,
has
no,
not
you
much stuff
you
changed?
you recognize the terrain. This is not strange to you at all.
Okay, so everything feels familiar.
Everything feels familiar, but you're not sure why. Or rather,
Okay,
you're sure why. You just cannot reach and grab the
I just can't.
memories.
Yeah, okay. So I've done
Um,
this before, but I don't remember doing it.
this also helps you not become slow, right?
Um,
because of ranger.
Yeah.
I can move like normal speed, but I can't help other people move faster, if that makes sense.
Isn't because you wait, don't ranger have the traveling thingy, traveling in a group?
No, this one says if you
Difficult
are
terrain
traveling
doesn't
alone.
slow
Yeah.
your group's travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That helps.
Okay, I will take that into account because it is slow. It would be considered difficult terrain, technically.
Yes.
Before you were leveraging on Minu to be the wayfinder. This time you have to be the wayfinder, and you are pretty adept at it. I will say you don't lose any time.
Good stuff.
You also, on your way, spot a bunch of berry bushes, some trees with pine nuts. You also gather some pine leaves to make pine leaf tea, and
Okay.
various other stuff.
Sounds good.
Whenever
I
we are
put
moving
the
slow, Liquid
ladies.
will insist on walking a little bit on her own as well, not just being carried the whole way. It's weird.
Unfortunately, you are. I would say the only time you would have is when Valerius decides to take a pause to re-summon the disc.
We'll take it.
Okay, that works.
Yep. When I
Make
see all the forageables, I put the ladies to work to
yeah,
like
can
forage.
it doesn't hinder your time at all. I would like somebody to make me a 2d4 roll.
I will make the roll.
Get them.
Get him.
Oh wow.
Give us a 2.
Man.
Yes.
Something.
Today is not fairable.
You start traveling early in the morning. By 7 you're already trekking. It is cold, but not cold enough for some of you to start building a decent sweat. Sun's, or what is a semblance of a sun, is slowly rising, cresting above the hills. You see mounds in the distance. 2 hours in, Valerius, you hear panic voices coming from the back of you. Ghost, you observe.
People that are not us.
No. It's
Is it just the
behind-
children?
Yeah, it's the children.
Oh, okay.
You hear Nihil go, Adam? Adam. And then you turn around. Ghost, you also see this as well. You watch as Adam, the old man who has been conscious and strong and ever moving forward, suddenly fall off the disc.
That is not good. Valerius will
Him.
not exactly shout, but raise his voice enough so the rest of the party can hear him. Convoy halt!
Can Ghost catch the old man before he hits the ground?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll do
Good
that.
luck. Make me a dexterity check to not fall off.
Surprise! Second pair of arms.
Ghost has two arms. He can hold old man with one and good luck with the other. Does that work?
I'm gonna say one or the other. So
Gunlog fall
yeah,
into the
because
snow.
this
That's
happens very
fall.
suddenly. You thankfully the convoy has stopped. You fall into the snow, but this does not stop you from seeing what's happening in front of you. Ghost, you're holding on to a limp body.
Seeing this, Valerius will call for Doc Boss to the rear,
He's
and
not moving.
Valerius will pull out his pistol and cover the front.
He's not moving.
Can I look?
okay. I'll go check on this old
Just
man.
let me remind you, this guy is like super old. And
It's
then
a
you
fossil.
see, like he has like no teeth. Like some of his teeth is gone, some of his teeth is made of wood, that kind of thing. And then you see Miss Turnan speaking.
Nah. He did not survive a full attack by zombies just to die on a random travel. I refuse
Yes.
to believe it.
I also refuse, but I also want
Did
to
he
see.
die of oldness?
Plus, we're having a wedding coming up. He cannot possibly die before that. It's illegal.
It's illegal.
That's also bad luck as well.
Can I stand up and touch him and cast a healing word on, a cure wounds on him, see if that makes a difference?
You hobble towards him, getting your bearings, and you touch Where do you focus this magic?
She touches the top of his head, like because she only wants to like only just kind of lightly touch him.
Okay. With a gentle brush on his head, you feel cold, but not cold from the winter, not cold from the snow, cold from the dead.
Can
Oh,
DM,
I
Yes.
eventually arrive and perform a medicine check.
because I assume this is not more than 30 feet and within my reach.
Mm-hmm.
When I notice someone passing, I can snap their soul.
Yes.
Did I
You
realize a
you have a
soul?
full roster
Hmm.
of trinkets with you. And I think you can let one go to replace another one, right? Like that's a
Yes,
free
I'm
action.
going to let one of the bones go because that is one of the minions
Okay.
or the yeah. So
And
I'm going
this
to
happens quickly. You watch as the body falls on the ground, and just before Gunlaug manages to get her hand onto the body to cast Cure Wounds, you see a soul start to gently rise from the body head first, and then you watch it start being pulled violently towards the
I
sky.
immediately I pull my a set of bones out and crush it in my hands and summon the soul to where the destroyed bones is, and I'll roll a d100.
Okay.
Moo may be like, not today.
you don't get
Not
to rest
now.
just yet.
47.
So this is 47. I will look at the trinket, what he becomes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Continue on. I'll just check what he becomes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just there to check. Is this man dead? What did he die from? Blah
Okay.
blah blah.
You don't have to do a medicine check. This guy, very good language. This guy died from old age. It's a
Okay.
very
Well,
rare thing to do. He also somewhat died
his
with a
orbits
smile.
stopped.
He just died. This entire time behind you, as the heroes are clamoring and blocking the view from the old man, you finally hear Miss Turnen speak up. She's been trying to for the entire time. She's like, excuse me, pardon me, everyone. Hi.
Yes.
We actually spoke about his funeral, which was why he was stuck in the chapel. We were talking about his death rites and how he would like to be sent. And if all of you wouldn't mind, I think we should stop and give him a proper burial.
Is this an appropriate place to stop?
She looks around and she's like, I think you should be able to answer that somewhere.
Yes, yes. That's why I'm asking you as the DM.
Oh, okay. That was out of character. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
We can't stop here. I look around and I will look for I ask her what sort of place would be an appropriate place for her to do her things, to carry out the rites.
He was not an extravagant man. He wanted a comfortable place with perhaps a tree to guard by him. He requested a strong, tall tree, and she shrugs.
Alright.
It must
I'll
be
look out for that then.
important to him. Somewhere where he will not be disturbed, ideally. And as you
I
have this
nod.
conversation, everybody looking at him, make me a perception check.
Well, I'm definitely looking at him.
Oh,
so
for
I'm
sure,
rolling
yes.
yeah.
I'm
Oh,
looking
Val-
at Turnen because I'm speaking to Turnen, so I'm not
Valer-
looking at him at all.
Valerius is keeping an eye out on the horizon.
She's just relieved that for once someone died and he didn't have anything to do with him.
Oh, no.
Snap time. No, I'm kidding.
He died of natural causes that are
Thank
not me.
God.
Very good, very good.
Anybody who rolled a higher than a 20 starts to see that usually when the cold of the dead sets in, so does the color drain from the skin. But it took a while for the color to drain. Slowly and very slowly, the color on his face, instead of draining, it shifts suddenly from pink
Uh-oh.
to dead gray. And then you see markings on his neck. They look like tattoos. Mume, you recognize some of these tattoos to
What is
be
this?
Oh no.
markings of some sects of freedom fighters that you are not in contact with.
Wait, you suddenly, or is it already there that I
Like, were
haven't
the
looked?
tattoos hidden previously,
The
or
the
did they not
tattoos
exist?
were hidden, definitely.
Oh,
Like he died, and then suddenly some kind of enchantment ended.
okay.
Make me an Arcana check if you have any Arcana proficiencies.
Yes, because I
Like all
haven't
of us,
changed.
or just him?
Anybody who has a proficiency in Arcana and is looking at this dead guy.
Does
I will
anyone point this out
eventually turn
so
around
that
and look
Valerius
at
can
him.
turn
Yeah.
around?
Does
Uh,
anybody mention this to Valerius? Because this happens pretty quickly.
um, not yet because I have like three things in my mind right now.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
Ghost just goes back to like holding Gunla and comforting her. That's all.
okay. Gunlug, we take attention for a while. Gunlug, you try to heal this man, but it doesn't work. This affects you strangely. You feel sad. You feel useless.
I don't even know him. Why is he should just be fine. He's not fine. He's gone.
Make me a wisdom saving throw disadvantage.
12.
12. It's okay.
I mean, that's what I roll it to.
You feel sadness, but it also brings the baggage of guilt. You remember what you saw, what you felt through Mume's eyes, and you think you did that. You vaguely remember doing horrible things to many people.
Excuse me.
She shaky shakes. She looks up at Ghost and says, "I hurt you. Hurt you really, really badly."
What? What was that?
Just before I hurt you, and you almost died. You fell. I hurt
Yes.
lots of people, I think.
Yes.
That's really bad, but I was feeling kind of excited.
It happened. Being powerful feels nice until you're not.
Yeah. She just looks down at the dead old man, and she just I need to just not be here. And she'll turn around and just like get a little bit away from the corpse.
Okay.
Ghost will just follow after her at her pace.
Okay. Mume, with your Arcana of 19, you know for a fact that he might be wearing on him some kind of object that has like a glamour or charm, something of disguise. But Valerius has done like a magical sweep before, and nothing was found on the old guy. So why now?
The mark that you said that there's a sect that I have dealt or have connection with before, but not that much.
It's
Can
more like you recognize the mark, but you have never directly engaged with them for safety reasons. Not because they're dangerous, but because if any one of you gets caught,
yeah,
knowing each
endangered.
other would means all of you get caught.
Yeah. But with that, do I know their uh, what their deal is? Like their sect? Are they magical or are they like a lot of disguise in the civilian type of people? Like, do they have a stick that I know?
Uh, make me a history check.
Okay, master, is your turn. Natural 20. Thank you, master.
Natural 20. You vaguely remember Master telling you about some of the groups, some of the sects that you engage with on the very rare occasion that you are forced to engage with. You didn't do it personally, but he had dealings with this group. And it makes sense. This guy's old. You remember a story about how there was an infiltration unit being hired to go into Ice Root at some point. You don't remember the exact details of what they were supposed to be doing, but you do remember hearing that they managed to escape and they managed to bring down an important building, but because they did, there were several casualties. Your master was very disappointed in how this group engaged with those activities. The people did need to die.
Right. Okay. As that as that thought comes into my mind, the object in my hand turns, the bone turn to dust, and the whatever the soul it is, a henchman, the soul get wrenched. I believe wrenched in replacement of the old man's soul
Mm-hmm.
wherever he gets pulled, and immediately an urn is held on his hand.
It's funny because it's like the Sims urn.
But one doesn't have a urn. This one is a urn that his remains are inside.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know why, how, but it just become that.
Okay.
Uh,
There's no physical dust inside. It's just this idea. The soul has turned into another trinket in your hand.
mm-hmm.
You sense a lot of wisdom in what you hold. It's very different from holding on to the late father, the dad of the siblings. That feeling is full of love. This one is full of wisdom. You you want it to feel as whether or not this feeling also holds regret. It does not, which is very strange to you. But you might be able to use this to gain some sort of information. Unfortunately, it's not speaking with you yet.
Right, it's not time yet. Not the right time yet. Anyway, yes. After that, I'll just quickly pocket it and then like move towards the corpse.
Okay.
Um, I
Mm,
will now only
mm.
tell Valerius that he is probably in disguise.
Valerius will turn around and is like, has he passed?
Uh, of old age, I believe.
Valerius nods like, take over from me for a minute, will you?
Okay. How
And
do I take over?
Valerius incredulously looks at Mumid and just points at the horizon. Keep watch so nothing sneaks up on us.
Right. Okay.
Valerius, as you step off um the what's it, the carpet, the floating disc still follows you, and on that floating disc is still the two younger children.
Oh, sweet Jesus, I am going to dispel that for a moment. I'm going to tell the kids, all right, kids, let's get up for a quick minute and dispel. You just keep here and just keep company with our little cat friend, all right?
I
They
mean,
nod.
we are just next to them, right? Because he fell off the disc.
He fell off the disc, yes.
Yeah, so it's not that far.
He's currently right next to the disc. The kids are right here. They
Mhm.
see this.
Not that far. Yeah.
They also
fair
saw
enough.
him fall.
Yes.
Oh, well, whatever
They
then.
saw him
Just walk
fall,
over then.
get caught, and us rush over and be like, "Oh, he's dead." Alas.
Yeah.
Never mind
So-
then. Oh, well.
Also, their village literally burned down with people dying everywhere.
Yeah, that's
This is
fair.
not the first time they've seen death.
Anybody
Anyway, we
looking at the
can't stay
kids?
here for too long.
Yeah. Anybody looking at the kids, make me an insight check.
In any case, while this is happening,
there.
can I just have a look at the
No
old
one's looking at the
man?
No one's looking at the
Make me a
kids.
perception check on the old
They are
man.
within the peripheral.
Yeah, they're right in front of you. Like they're
Because
they're
I have
there.
like that high of a perception, I don't think I'll miss it.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah.
Insight. I think.
Insight,
yeah,
not perception.
yeah. No, because I mean peripheral. Because you said whoever saw them like make an inside check.
Right.
No,
So I'm just
yes.
thinking, am I?
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, you can
You make
definitely.
the insight check.
Anybody who chooses to look at them
Mhm.
can look at them.
Oh, I thought it was a possession. Should I look at the old man?
Valerius is looking at the old man. Okay, Mume, you know enough to pull them away from this and have a chat on the side. Just bring them on the carpet. Something like that. Just get them away from the scene. Valerius, you scan this body and you are looking for did Mume tell you about the
The
possible
glamour.
magical object?
Yep.
Yeah, I did tell them that he was disguised, but you didn't found anything before.
Okay. Valerius, you know that you had scanned everything on everyone. You know what is magical and what is not, and nothing on this man was magical. So it's very curious that a disguise, a glamour suddenly fell off him, and you look at the tattoo and you recognize it.
Oh boy. What tattoo is it?
It
Valerius knows.
it vaguely looks like a tampered version of the Rikers symbol.
Ooh.
I
Wait,
am going to call Bosk and what's it called? Bosk and Ghost over. Hey
he's
guys.
babysitting.
Boss, come here for a minute.
Yes.
I think I might have figured out why there was a glamour on this person.
Go on.
Valerius raises his sleeve to expose his own tattoo, which he striked the next through. Then
Uh-huh.
reviews the portion of the man where he has his own tattoo. Do you see any similarities?
Right. How does this explain how it was hidden?
Most likely, whatever was concealing him was not magical in nature, but mechanical.
Okay.
He's, I think, part of a iteration of Rikers that has survived.
Oh, that's good to know. Not so useful now that he's dead, though.
Yeah, but
Anyway, we shouldn't stay here. Where did Ghost and Gunlock go?
Valerius will jab a finger in the general direction. Shall I prepare the old man for moving?
Yes.
Valerius nods.
Okay. You said what you said. However, looking across the body, you do find that he is wearing some very unornate, very ordinary looking ring on his wedding finger, which you initially would think, oh, he was married once. But this piece of jewelry attracts you for some reason.
Can I make a very quick, just like on the guise of moving this old man, just trying to figure out what it is?
Do you take it off his finger?
Sure.
Okay.
For now.
You touch it, and for some reason it doesn't feel the same shape as it looks. Make me an Arcana check.
Do I get my other vices intuition? Okay, let's see. Arcana plus roll d4 for a grand total of 25.
You only needed a 21. You know of enchantments that go above enchanted objects that conceal their nature.
Oh, interesting. So I was wrong with my initial assessment.
Nistel's magic aura.
Huh, interesting. Is it
And mhm.
like what runic language is it written on? Is it a system that Valerius knows?
You cannot see it because it is still under an enchantment, and you think that putting it on will let you discover more. But that is a risk. Make me actually your Arcana is 25, so don't make me any rolls. I'm gonna roll with your current Arcana. With how this old man has been functioning, you think there are no discernible curses, and it should be safe. But most importantly, you're not in a safe location now to test. That is entirely up to you what you want to do now.
While I'm moving the old man onto the floating disc, I will call upon the couple that he had a chat with inside of the what's the thing called again? Inside the chapel?
Mm-hmm.
To lend a hand.
Branby and the other one, I forgot the name of.
While loading him onto this, I'll ask them, so, out of sheer curiosity, did you two happen to know anything about this old man's past?
Umin speaks up. Well, he used to come to the bakery a lot. He helped with the children. He was a very jovial old man. He fished often. He was often found in front of the river. Any fish he caught, he would give to the town square to anybody who needed it. He was a very good man.
I see. Did you two happen to know if he was combat trained by any chance?
You see them look at each other. I'm going to make a roll for Branby. Well, he did have really calloused hands, but not out of the ordinary if you think about it. We're a farming village. I never really thought about it.
Valerius nods while also like making sure that the old man is strapped properly onto the floating disc, and he asks like, well, I've kind of noticed something while I was moving him just now. He has a tattoo. Out of sheer curiosity, does this tattoo mean anything to you guys?
They both shake their head.
I thought so.
I've never seen him have any tattoos. This is a revelation to me.
Well, that tattoo looks awfully similar to my own tattoo, to be honest.
They regard you in mild concern. Should we be worried about this, considering you were part of the army at one point? No offense.
Valerius nods. I know it is not part of the matriarch's forces. In fact, it's a different group that we're a part of. Well, I believe we're a part of. Valerius rolls up his sleeve once more and shows them the
Are you
tattoo.
really going to tell them this?
I mean, I don't see any harm in it. If the group itself like now has become freedom fighters, I don't see any harm in telling them that. Because oh wait, no, I wouldn't know this knowledge. Yeah, fair. Never mind. Yeah, I forgot the fact that what Mume has learned is purely himself. So never mind.
Also, the guy is going through a lot of pains to keep certain things secret.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that as like we have the same tattoo, and it's just a bit, curious.
Might I ask what kind of tattoo it is? I personally don't recognize this.
Hmm. Valerius is gonna make an insight check to see and trying to guess like how trustworthy these two people would be, despite his insight being like absolutely shite. Oh wow. I take
Okay.
that back.
Just randomly, Bosk is doing some perceiving because you are also tracking and making sure everybody's moving. You don't fail looking for a tree. It just takes you a really long time, maybe 4 hours in before you find a suitable spot that is safe. There is a big tree, and it is a place where you can sort of hunker down for a while. Anyway, this happens way after. So Valerius, your insight. Sorry, I was what?
I was just trying to see whether they're trustworthy or not.
They look very confused as to what you're talking about. Brandy especially, she's seen. You think she's seen a lot of tattoos, but she seems unperturbed by yours or the elaborate one on the man's neck.
It's a tattoo from a artificers group. Way, way back.
An artificers group.
Yeah, people like me. And for effects, Valeria just pulls out like random stuff and makes like a light bulb.
He's not exactly wearing the outfit that you're wearing, though he seems pretty normal, considering. Like, he used to be wearing flip-flops or shorts and like a wife beater.
Well, not all of us were strictly artificers. We had people doing paperwork, logistics, scouting, that kind of stuff.
She's like the army.
Valeria's now it's like, yeah, I suppose you can say that. But
How is this old man in the army? I mean, was. How he. If he was, it must have been a long time ago.
yeah,
'Cause
generally after the age of 40, most people muster out of the army, at least within me.
she
anyway.
nods. He's human, which means, considering the age, no offense, I'm probably years wise older than him, but he's ancient. I mean, he is dead now, but no offense to the dead.
Valerius nods uncomfortable. Nods is like, yeah, definitely. Makes me wonder what this old man has been through then, and what has happened to my own group of peoples over the years.
I would like to take this opportunity to interject with Mume for a while. Mume,
Hello.
you saw the tattoo, and
Mm-hmm.
it surprised you to hear that Valerius also has a similar tattoo, and it concerns you even more that now the three of you are connected somehow. Somehow within the three of you as individuals sit the same creed.
Um, did when he shared his tattoo to the ladies at the angle, am I able to see it?
What is your? Are you actively looking?
Uh, Once I noticed that there is some talk that uh, might have regard the freedom fighters, even though I have passing talk with Valerius, but I haven't tell him in detail. I am more concerned what he knows about other freedom fighters.
Okay, Valerius, is this overtly something that you're like, hey, look at my tattoo, or it's a gentle like, hey, you know,
It
kind
was
of the
just
same?
to them, and it's not like he's not like bearing his entire shoulder. He's like just like, by the way, yeah. Then he slides the shoulder back down immediately.
Okay, okay, Mumi, make me a perception check. Valerius, make me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, cool. I'm good at those kind of.
Versus, let's go. Nah.
Now you win.
Mumi, you don't see the tattoo, but you did hear the conversation.
Mm. All right, I'll keep that in mind then.
Okay, back to actually
I don't
Ghost.
have anything else to say, so yeah.
You're having a conversation with Gunlog right now. Can I know what's going on? Like, what is Gunlog doing right now that she is feeling lost and um she feels that she has betrayed herself and people. She feels a little bit inept, not gonna lie.
Hmm. She does feel like she's definitely disappointed someone, and she's not quite sure who. Um, it's like there's knowledge that like where she is and who she's with, but it doesn't feel correct. Like she knows it, but it's also super confusing, and she feels like she's not helping. She tried to help the old man, and all she sees is just the pain she's caused, kind of flashing before her eyes. Um, along with feelings of like how satisfying and exciting that has also been. Um, she just needed to get away from it for a little while, even if like they're still staying close, just not looking at the dead body.
Make me. Actually, you don't have to make a perception check for this. As you walk and talk, you hear Miss Turnen repeating prayers. You recognize them as being prayers for the dead, but it's spun to be Lady of the Forge kind of prayers. There's
What
a
kind
little bit
of
of comfort
lady?
that comes from that.
Right. Is that a deity that the matriarch would have heard of?
The fact that, would you like? Is this general knowledge or is it Gunnog knowledge?
Uh, good luck knowledge.
Gunnog knowledge. Make me a history check after you make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throws, 14.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, I'm so good at history.
Oh my god, no. You're not
No.
sure. You know there is comfort in the rhythmic chanting. That's all you know.
Okay. She kind of tries to, like, she almost imagines the kind of like chanting and equates it to like soft words spoken in the matriarch's voice, like at the back of her head, and is giving her comfort, but also making her very uncertain of why she's feeling so comforted.
You are incredibly conflicted right now because you remember also that Ghost tried to tell you who your mother is, and a part of you is rejecting that vehemently because you want to hold true to the fact that the matriarch is your mother. Mother is mother, obviously. Hearing her voice calms you down, but it doesn't give you strength. You keep
That
moving.
just makes the confusion deeper.
Eventually, we stop for rights at the large tree and have lunch. Yum.
Correct. I mean, it's like a very, very late lunch considering you stopped a lot. Yeah, so where'd you
To
dump
help
the
the
body
digging.
before
Ghost
you
will
stopped?
help with the digging when they identify a site, but he won't partake of any food.
Okay.
Mold Earth.
Mold.
Help dig too.
Just dig.
Yes.
Um,
Turnan's in charge of the funeral rites. We don't just leave him there.
Miss Turnan does start the funeral rites, and it begins with creating a fire. She requests that everybody search for dry kindling, anything to burn, anything that smells nice. Essentially building a smoker. The body is not going to be burnt. It's going to be buried, but on top of the body, she builds some kind
It's
of
not going to
pyre.
be burnt. It's going to be smoked
It's gonna be smoked. It's
for
a
the
brisket.
enjoyment
Ew.
of the bears.
Thankfully, with the help of Ghost, the hole is pretty deep, so it's gonna take a while for the bears to get through it. And this is merely a symbol of the passing of a person, as he requested. It's
As the ghost is burying the body, can he study the features of this person for anything unusual?
what are you looking for exactly?
Uh, like, are there any unusual amount of scars or signs of battle? Seeing battle and all this?
Funny story. You don't need a perception check to know this because they did, as they prepared his body for his funeral rites, it also included cleaning the body, which Miss Turnan did ask some people to help essentially take the clothes off, replace it with something cleaner before putting him in the ground. You saw many strange scars that should come from many weapons. You see scars that look like they came from minor explosions, acid burns. They seem to have healed somewhat, just a mild discoloration of skin. You see a lot of remnants of lacerations. Some on the chest, some on the neck, some on the arms, on the legs. Everywhere except for the the important organs. So nothing through the torso.
Ghost will turn to Gunlock and say, "Can you still speak with the dead?"
Let me just check because I can definitely not do so today. Yeah,
And
she'll just kind of nod, say, but not right now.
Well, we're not going to get another chance. And he's going to take a note of the man's features, especially the face, in case he needs to use it next time.
Okay. How long do you spend to take this all in?
10 minutes, and
Okay.
then you'll bury.
Put Adam, this old man with all his scars and tattoos, you specifically remember the tattoo placement and design. You now have him in your inventory of random people. This body eventually is put to rest. A mound built atop of it, and on top of that mound, wood placed upon to create a pyre, but a gentle pyre. Instead of flaming hot fire, it is merely embers. Smoke begins to billow. The rites are completed, and Miss Turnan turns to everyone. I think we should start moving. The smoke doesn't bode well for us to be staying here.
I nod, and if everyone's rested, we continue moving.
Yes.
Yep.
You travel for a bit more. Is there anything else you want to do before you essentially find another spot to bed down?
Nothing in particular. Oh, I remember we were meant to get Gunlog to check in with Minu. Does Gunlog remember Minu?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Hard to. Let's say Gunlog remembers people. She's just not in the correct headspace to be of particular use. I mean, she can
Okay.
try.
Yeah, I can try. She'll if you ask if she remembers me, she'll be like, yeah.
Did you remember how you were meant to check in with her to see if she was all right with ascending?
Why is that important?
She's gone traveling ahead of us,
Oh,
and we're meant to meet her somewhere, and we need to know if she's still on schedule.
I can try. Are we on schedule?
I believe so.
Yes.
I will try.
Okay, you ascending out to Mino. 25 words.
What do you say?
Hi, Busk says that we are on schedule, but the old man has died. Will you be at the meeting point at the right time?
You hear immediately the reply. Oh my god. The old dude is finally dead. No offense. Yeah, we're actually traveling pretty fast. Old man Jaka is pretty fast. We'll see you at rendezvous. Um, are you good? That's all you get.
We'll relay the message.
Okay, thumbs up. Find place, rest. Tomorrow is another day.
I would say at this point you have reached the you're in and around the hills area, so you still need to do your you still need to keep watch. However, it is not as dangerous as being out in the open. So I would say nothing interesting happens during the night. Before you wake up, everybody roll me a d20 if you have to.
Also, can I drag Busk over
Okay.
to like sleep next to Gunlag and Ghost?
If
Alright,
everybody's in agreement, go ahead.
Welcome, Bosco.
I can set up my tent near you guys if that makes you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I have to roll for badness.
Oh.
No badness.
No
from me.
badness. Okay, no badness for today.
The party does see something appear though when whatchamacallit, when morning breaks.
Something appear.
Mm-hmm.
What?
What appear?
I
Valerius, sun. In the morning, you guys see Valerius tinkering with a construct, and you see it's in a Discord group chat. You see this thing appear.
What is that?
Oh my god,
Back is
why?
that?
It's I have casted Simulacrum.
Is it medium sized?
Yes, it's medium size.
Did you turn the scrap metal into this thing?
No,
Nah,
it's
he
a
just
spell
needs
actually.
snow. There's a mountain of snow that he would have used.
Yep.
But none of you know this.
Also, I would like to wake up earlier than everyone because I'm doing my ritual stuff.
Okay. At which point does Valerius make this simulacrum?
Do you explain?
Yep, Valerius, like, as he's done tinkering his, it's like, this is a project of mine, well, that I used to do way back when. It is,
It has souls in it.
no, it is purely mechanical. It follows my orders, and it does not have free thought.
What is it
And
made of?
Valerius
Open.
picks up a handful of snow from the ground and tosses it into the air. It's made of that.
I touch it for coldness.
It is very cold. Not
Ugh.
unlike metal in the snow.
Okay.
If you go
Sure.
down, what happens to it?
If I go down, it stays up.
What does it do?
It can do almost anything that I can do.
What?
Valerius nods and points to the creature and tells it to. What can he do?
Cast tiny hut.
May I come?
It can take actions and otherwise be effective on it. It appears as the same, blah blah blah.
Cat. Get it to cast tiny hut.
I'm reading this for 1 second.
You have time.
I require the GM's interpretation to help me read this as well, because I'm not sure whether this thing allows it to cast spells. I mean, I'll just Google it. Can
Click,
simulacrum?
click.
I
Just
believe
click the
simulacrum-
simulacrum
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah, I believe simulacrum can use spells.
Make it appear.
It can. Oh shit! Yeah, it can cast spells.
Yeah, simulacrum can.
Yep,
If
it casts
couldn't
tiny
cast
hut.
if it couldn't cast spells, then why would it be on the wizard list?
Yep,
Yes.
fair enough.
It
Ooh.
Simulacrum comes bonking you with a staff.
lol. Tell me how it manifests this tiny hut. Tell me how it casts a spell. And how it differs from you.
So Valerius generally works in the same sense where he pulls out like multiple different materials to cast a spell. Like if he wants to create a fireball, he whips together a very quick grenade and lobs it at the enemy. This thing, well, you see where the little red light on his shoulder is, right? That's a gem. So that thing is like a little antenna dish that raises up and the dome just comes up around it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. You all see this dome sort of manifest sprouting like a plant, like an umbrella. It curves around this mechanical creature, simulacrum, as Valerius said, and reach the ground. You see it glisten.
Huh.
How long could you do this?
Valerius looks at the construct and like wraps his knuckles against his chest plate. It's like, this thing is gonna be here for as long as I want it to be. And I can make more than one, but I need time for my magic to recharge.
That's wild.
I don't think you can have more than one simulacrum.
It says duration until dispelled, and it's not a concentration based spell.
What
Let
about the
me
rest?
let me get back to you on that. But for now you have one.
Oh, the last line. If you cast this spell again, any current active duplicate you create the spell
There we
instantly
go.
destroyed.
Oh, okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, never mind. Valerius just
Otherwise,
like,
we will have 20 matriarchs.
Yeah, otherwise
is
the
fair,
matriarch
yeah.
would be swamping you guys.
fair enough. But Valerius just
Why-
knows like, I can rebuild this thing like every couple of days, no issue whatsoever.
Duplicate of one beast or humanoid that is.
But
Yeah,
since
essentially
when-
duplicated Valerius.
But since when
Nice.
could you do something like this?
Valerius
You too.
Valerius shrugs his shoulders. Is like, I am not entirely sure. Back, well, back then, we never had the technology or the knowledge on how to make something like this. But for some reason, it's inside my database now. And Valerius pulls out his tablet and taps on it. I was curious about it, and I thought I would give it a try. And yeah, here it is. It is so easy to make, and it just requires snow, and snow's everywhere.
Okay, just you. I'm looking at the spell description now. It says it requires a powdered ruby.
Yep, I have that. Oh no, this is underneath the shard solitaire thing, so I can cast it without material cost.
Ah, okay. Right. It's
That's why
formed
I'm just
from
willy knitting. Let's go.
the duplicate is a creature partially real.
It's
Wait,
like
what do you mean by partially real?
it
Not
is
quite real.
it's
It's an illusion.
it's an AI.
It's a bot,
It's-
yes.
It's an illusion.
It's Valerius but with less feeling.
It's basic. Valerius just basically just envisioned what he would look like if he was an entire robot. It's like, okay, then I came up with this.
Valerius, you could
much.
keep secrets.
Oh, okay.
It'd be really funny if
I-
I made it talk, but I'm not gonna
I
do that.
I accept this and move on.
The whole time, Brandy, who is the blacksmith, is just circling. And as she's circling and just looking at how this thing is made, and she's hearing Valerius talk about how it's made of snow, blah blah blah, she remembers. Dr. Bosk, you mentioned you wanted something of a grappling hook, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
I don't think we have the capabilities, but I think once I get to wherever Snowshift is, they would have facilities and would probably have it sent to you. We just need to know where
Okay.
you are at that point. Give it a week.
I nod. All right, that sounds good. Better than what I was hoping for, actually.
She nods. I do apologize for not being able to make it here, but as you can see, no furnace.
Yeah. I didn't expect anyone to be able to. But then again, I look back at the robot. I don't know what to expect anymore.
You've got that. It looks very metallic. But he says it's made out of snow. I personally
Valerius.
don't understand that.
Valerius shrugs his shoulders. I'm not entirely sure. So, but hey, look at this. And Valerius like clicks a button on his wrist pad, and the bot becomes semi-invisible like Valerius whenever he stealths. Yeah, that's most of what I can do. And Valerius gives a thumbs up to the, I guess, bewildered party.
And
She-
the robot gives a thumbs up too. Let's go.
Let's
Yep.
Just
go.
squinting at the robot.
I can hardly tell the difference.
I don't suppose it can speak, can it?
Valerius like taps into the robot. Out of game. Can I have it have the same ability where I can transmit voice like Floaty?
No.
No, sad. Okay. It does not speak.
Like
However, I will instruct it to nod his head. Shake his head left and right.
Right, so it knows sign language or body movements. If I put a flame under it, will it melt?
It takes a step back instinctively on its own.
I am guessing yes. I'm not going to do that, obviously.
It's durable, and like any other organic or inorganic material, it will melt when enough heat is applied.
Just FYI, this is all happening while she is packing up, and everybody else is packing up.
Interestingly, it cannot regain expended spell slots.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just have it cast rituals most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
Just
So
shot
eventually
solid
we
carried
scuttle
again.
away.
You can
I have-
cast it again.
Yeah, definitely.
If it's damaged, you can repair it in an alchemical laboratory using
It's
rare
it's
herbs
cheaper
and
to
minerals. We're not
to just
gonna
make
do
another
that.
one.
It's cheaper for him to just cast it again.
exactly.
Yeah. It costs no
100
materials to
GP
cast.
per
Yeah.
hit point.
Exactly,
why?
to recast.
Just recast.
As if I was a player, I'd be like, bruh, not worth it. Not worth it. Good luck. You were saying something?
I have a question. So
Uh-huh.
now that it's a new day and we got our wits about us, do we remember
You do.
the previous day?
Yes. Clear as day.
Okay. So I remember my confusion. I remember
You
How
remember
I was
the
feeling.
voices.
Yes, I've cast Simulacrum. I have cast Simulacrum.
and the things I started remembering.
Yep.
Okay.
You also
I wanna have a
remember
chat
the
with
creepy.
Mume.
Yeah,
Yes.
you definitely remember the creepy eye thing that Mumi did.
Mhm.
So go ahead. Floor is yours.
You would see Mume at a corner somewhere, holding an
Seriously,
urn.
Rapidly feeling embarrassed on
just
become
go
a
off to that corner real fucking quick. Like,
Holding
he's a
an
woman on a mission.
uh, holding an urn. Generally speaks onto the urn weirdly. It's like, morning, are you awake? Morning.
If
What did you do to my mind yesterday?
Good luck. I didn't do anything that is supposedly magical.
What
You,
the fuck possessed you to think that that was an okay thing to do?
Yeah, boy.
it works with boss. I thought it worked with you.
Oh yeah, it was a real fucking treat.
Well, guess you are back then.
Make me an insight check, Gunag.
Okay. I am good at them.
Yes,
34.
you're very good at them. Mume, what is your emotions right now being essentially
Yelled at.
yelled at and like you're being treated like a villain at the moment.
He's not like afraid or like feel like shunted, but in some sense he feel like happy. He feels glad that something has returned.
He's like, it worked. It just took one day.
Yeah, to him
That is
it's
his
yeah,
takeaway here.
yep.
I
And,
helped.
and it's not that he do feel how do you say, it's not ashamed, what is that word? Um Apologize to, yeah, I hear the echo. Is it from Valeris again?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have muted Joe for a while.
Oh, okay. Uh Apologize that she have to see that, but in some sense he feel like maybe she needs to. That's why.
Does he say that, or is that just like the
No,
impression that?
just the impression.
Okay. She'll get up really, really fucking close to his face. But someone has been messing with my head for fucking 200 plus years. I do not appreciate anyone doing any further fucking messing around in there.
Again, I'll tell you, it's not magic, and
It doesn't matter if it's magic or not. You fucking trying to put images in my mind?
you see it. I didn't put it there. You can see it now still if you want to.
She just looks furious and then turns around and walks away.
And then go back to the urn and says good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ern.
Uh, Also, once she left a distance, I'm going to clutch the sending stone and speak in undercommon. Is that,
Okay. Sure.
yeah? While I'm still looking at the urn and speaking, this all is in undercommon just because I'm lazy to translate everything. Whisper, beware. There was a patrol few days ago while we are heading towards the destination of meetup point. Also, use codename please. That's the end of the
You
message. Yeah.
you don't get a lengthy wordy reply. You do hear two coughs. and a clearing of the throat, signaling that message received, can't talk right now.
Okay.
And off we go to the rendezvous point. Let's go.
I've returned.
Okay.
I hope my audio sounds better now.
We shall see.
Sounds okay now.
Okay, anyway. It is the morning and you have breakfast. If anything else,
we give Gunlog another checkup to make sure everything is fine and normal and good.
Oh,
okay.
I forgot to roll the d6 for my shard solitaire. I'm gonna roll that real quick.
Lol.
Ghost will ask her,
2 charges.
good luck, how are you doing now?
Feeling fucked, but way better. Like
You
my
remember yesterday?
Yeah, I remember yesterday.
Right, that was the danger.
You seem normal now.
That was not fun. That was it was really shit. It was a bad day.
You were talking about mother, and your own mother was being suppressed.
I know. I could hear her in my head.
Hold on to that feeling, and next time you hear her, you'll be better at fighting it.
You don't understand. It was so fucking comfortable. It was so
Of course I don't
nice.
understand, I'm not you.
It felt good and nice. Be fucking good to be real though, right? If it's not fucking painful and horrible, it's not real.
I'm assuming you have started moving.
Yes.
Can I again get to know who is sitting on what, where, and how?
Same things as yesterday, except now Gunlog can walk and we don't have an old man to drag around anymore.
Indeed.
My construct's at the rear of the group keeping watch.
Okay.
I still don't quite trust that thing.
It
It's
is
like-
fucking scary looking. Why did you make it
is
so scary looking?
creepy.
Extra vigilant of the
It
construct
could be
at the back.
worse. At least it does not look like him.
I mean,
Imagine it looked like him.
Valerius has two
Looks like
modes of
Baymax. What you
design.
got is this?
One,
have
he
made it
either
just look
designs
like
a
him.
Terminator or he designs a floaty. I don't think we want a floaty simulacrum.
Giant floaty.
Big floaty.
Instead of
Hovers over, it's like,
squealing, instead of it's like oh,
The difference is
Horrific.
to
like very bass. Anyway, so every so often you would see Branby and what is her name? The other lady sort of slow down just to poke your simulacrum. Just like what is it? And then they would walk in front again, like
It humors
temporarily
them by
sated.
waving its giant weapon arm.
Non-threateningly, I hope.
Non-threateningly. Hey, why
Yeah,
don't you put
non-threat-
that image in the Roll20 chat for
Sure, let
for
me
it to
just
show
cop-
up in
let
the
me
thingy
copy
thing?
link.
Yeah, they seem very preoccupied with the new simulacrum. Very ambivalent about it, in terms of whether or not it's threatening. It's more a curio than anything else. While the rest of your party members are like, what is that? Everybody is on edge, like when a cat sees a mock-up of a tiger, like a blow-up tiger,
Oh, that did not work.
like
Oops.
poofy. Anywho,
What do you
Uh,
need to add as
I forgot. It needs to end with like a JPEG
Oh, right. 1 second.
or PNG. Anyway, you keep walking. It is now getting to midday as you continue traveling. Everybody has conversations. The children are entertained by being pointed various natural things in the wild, animals, birds, reptiles, etc.
Food?
Food.
Are they food?
They can be food. All you have to do is shoot them.
If we find something tasty, we will make it into food.
Yes. You have full capabilities of doing this as a ranger. So
Yeah.
you pretty much choose dinner every night. You can either have dry jerky and tack, or you can have fresh meat, or berries, or root vegetables. It's up to Bosque at this point.
It depends on what we come across.
Exactly. So I'll let your creativity fuel your dinner and snacks.
Yes. I shall ask what the children want. Every time we see an animal, be like, oh, that can become explains food dish. And if they're like, ooh, then we'd be like, okay, I guess we're having that then.
Half of the dish you explain to them is, aside from the 16-year-old boy who was like, I'm trying to figure that out. The two younger kids are like, these are words that I know one by one. But they learn. I think out of this they'll have like a +1 to their survival. As you teach, the younger one seems to have an affinity to just surviving in the wild, actually, which is interesting to you. The older brother, not so much.
Like the girl?
Yeah, Ashka.
Oh. I tell her this.
She doesn't understand what that means.
It's like, you're picking it up very well.
Well, when Mr. Catman told us to run, I actually picked where we were gonna run, and that seemed like a good idea. The brother looks with like, she did. I'm very proud of her.
I give her a little like head ruffle and be like, good. Keep those instincts.
It is now noon. You are approaching the rendezvous point, but you also know that you have enough time to travel a little bit further if you choose. You look at the
Further than
surrounding.
the rendezvous point?
Yeah, further than the rendezvous point, but that's entirely up to you.
I guess I tell everyone where we are, and I'll be like, Gunlong, do you want to let Minu know that we're here?
Sure, can do. I'll do a sending. Hey, Manu, we just arrived at the rendezvous point. How far out are you guys?
Oh, give us like 2 hours. We're kind of tired, so can you get some food ready and some water?
All right, we do that. Let's.
Also,
She's very good at keeping into the word limit, even though she was never told.
yeah. There seems to be more that Mina wanted to say, but she cut her message short. As you
Like
start
purposely,
purposely.
or she ran out of words.
No, she purposely. She was
Okay.
like. Also, it
Never
felt
mind.
like a pregnant pause, which ended up being nothing. It didn't feel panicky. Like she
Okay.
wasn't attacked or anything.
Very good.
If she was, she would have continued with, "Oh my God, we're under attack."
Yep.
So you start setting up.
We do the thing, set up camp. I'll go find us some food.
At that point, the couple, Branby and Omer, goes up to Gunlag.
Okay.
Gunlag, was it? Are you feeling better today?
She nods, but she still looks like tired and concerned.
I don't want to put this upon you, but I think tonight would be the best time to sort of do our
Today's
vows
the day,
so
yeah.
that we can search for flowers and get ready. I just want to know if you're still up for it. We would really like you to be our officiant.
That sounds really nice. Do you need any help looking for flowers?
She smiles. Again, this is only if you're up to it, and I could do your hair. I'm a baker. I have done braids before, only in red. But
Sure. I
like,
think my hair might be a little too short, surely.
we can dress it up, I'm sure.
Sure. Who's gonna do your hair?
Uh, she seems conflicted. She's like, there's Miss Turnan or
Busk is very good with her hands as well. I'm sure she could help us figure something out.
she nods. It will be a girl's day.
I'm very good if you want like a rat nest kind of vibe.
I've heard of those. I don't know. We'll see. I did see several kinds of flowers, and then she gives you a list. There's a flower, a beautiful white flower with yellow bits in the middle. I don't know how to explain flowers.
This is the only way that you can explain it for good life to know what to look for.
Yeah. She tells you the color, where she saw it, and this is to the benefit of Bosk, actually, if Bosk decides to help as well. Like where she saw it when they were traveling. And then she brings out like like dried or rather frozen flowers that you guys picked for them. Actually, Mino picked for them on your first excursion 2 nights ago. Or 1 night ago.
Assuming I haven't left to look for big animal to bring back, then I will also look out for those, I suppose.
Okay. Let me know what you guys are doing. Let's just say now you have done a funeral, you are now preparing for a wedding.
Yes, I will hunt an impressive animal to be eaten.
Make me a survival check.
Do you need assistance?
Sure. Like I would especially need assistance dragging it back.
Oh, okay. I'll come with you then.
Valid. You don't need any strength check because Mume is with you. You can have a conversation if you wish. With a 26 survival. Actually, I'm gonna take 29 because you are receiving help. There is an elk-like creature nearby. Actually, a whole herd of them.
Yummy!
Ah, excellent. We just need one.
Yummy!
It doesn't spot you yet, and I don't think it ever will.
Yes, a pity.
Um,
Probably better this way.
do you shoot it with an arrow? Actually, finesse this. How hunting go?
Hunt with longbow, because I don't think hunting with rapier is quite the look.
No.
Yes, hunt with longbow.
Even
Throw
I,
is the
the
rapier.
melee guy who knows
Hunt with
it is
dagger.
not
I just
using
pictured
dagger.
a bunch of rich people in the safari hats running after things with their rapiers drawn.
I say, dear boy, I heard this is how the barbarians used to do it. Everybody, chop chop, run!
Hurrah!
Hurrah!
Yes.
You bring down. Do you take like a female, or do you take one of the young bucks?
We want the one with the antlers, so the buck.
Okay. They seem young. They're growing a set of antlers. Not too large, but large enough for whatever you need it for.
Yes.
Wedding
we just want it,
decorations.
we just want it to look fancy, you know.
Okay, got it. You
Look.
down it with ease.
Look, one of the girls can have antlers as part of their wedding attire.
Yes,
I was
if they
thinking of that.
wish.
Meanwhile, Ghost will stay with the two to be married and the priest Miss Turner, and he'll keep asking like what do they need, what would make it perfect, what can he add, and
Ghost
so on and so
can
forth.
braid the hair.
Oh, do you want to braid? Oh my god, you have hair braiding skills
have-
actually.
We
Um,
have 4
You're in-
arms.
Ghost, make me
Yeah.
a
Wisdom
uh
saving throw.
sleight of hand check with advantage.
Okay. Ghost is no stranger to his own fur care because no one else is going to do it. So let's see how this goes. Oh,
19.
19.
Pretty decent. Pretty decent.
You start cleaning the hair as though it were your fur, very gently. But just as you are doing that, you feel the one of the motherly voice sort of cajole your hands into starting to weave the hair. Do you want to explain what the hair looks like, or
Ghost. Ghost will let the voice guide him along and let his paws move to the same rhythms of the rhythm he can get used to, and in a way it's soothing for him. It's a pattern. It's a different pattern from the usual, but habit comes to him easily, and he likes the rhythm of this. It's steady. It's smooth, and as he does it, he imagines that it's Lily's hair that he's braiding, and then someone else's, and so on and so forth. And he's imagining them radiant.
you start pleating the hair? You're doing like a 3 braid thing that curls into a bun. It's very pretty. I don't know how to else to explain it. And you find various good-looking leaves that are fresh, and you start turning it into like a bouquet for the hair, a crowning glory, so to speak. And you think this would look great with the flowers from wherever. And then you pick the frozen flowers and you stick it in.
Mhm.
You, as soon as you're done and you look up, you watch as the faces of the children and Branby and Miss Turnan just look at you with amazement. Like jaw-dropping moment, as they have spent the last 45 minutes just watching you.
Ghost also looks at his handiwork and, well, looks like I can make things instead of breaking them.
I didn't expect. This is beautiful. I I can't really look at myself. What's going on? Is the hair alright? It's
I'll get
It's
you a
beautiful.
mirror.
Is it bad luck for me to see my bride? I is it? And then Miss Turnan goes. She shakes her head, rolls her eyes. She's like, absolutely rubbish. It's fine. Plus, you're in the wilderness. Where are you supposed to look? Away from her. She's beautiful. Um, Gunlag, have you gone to get flowers, or what
Eh.
is happening? Or are you just watching, like, completely dumbfounded as well?
Nah, she's going to get flowers. She wishes she knew about this and could watch it, but she went to get flowers before it started happening.
Okay. Make me a survival check.
Oh, I'm so good at them. 19.
19.
Hey,
You
that's pretty
are good at them.
Very good.
it doesn't take long for you to find those flowers, especially with the help of an explanation given by Omer on what flowers
So
she
good at the
wanted for
nature
her
stuff.
bouquet.
Mm-mm.
Make me a perception check.
I am no city girl. 14.
14. Thankfully, it doesn't take a lot for you to realize that somebody little is following you. Not very stealthily.
Oh. I will pretend not to have noticed for a little while longer until they get like way closer.
You pick a few more flowers. You're casually arranging it in a basket that somebody else made. Maybe Umir might have made like a makeshift basket. You
Okay, come on
see,
out.
you see a little girl poke up. She's like, "Damn, I almost got you."
Do you want to help pick some flowers?
She nods, and immediately, instead of picking flowers, she produces like a whole bunch of not really carefully collected flowers. Some of them are bent, but some of them
Oh,
made
that's
it.
awesome. Look, put them here in the basket.
She nods furiously. She's like, Miss Boss said this one can be turned into tea. I don't know what it does, but apparently it's really tasty."
Huh. If Busk tells you to just go make a tea for something, ask her what the tea is for first.
She nods.
Not
I
all
like-
teas are appropriate for children.
Yours constipation.
She looks at you with that face of, "I don't know what you mean, but I will trust you."
How are you feeling today? Yesterday was a little scary, wasn't it?
I heard, I think somebody screamed in the morning and then it was kind of okay. Mr. Valerius let me smash the music toy thing, and then we came up with a new one. The Catman sang a new song. Then we put it in that box. Now the song is stuck in my head, and I can't get rid of it.
Poorly sang Sandstorm.
How did it go?
I'm not gonna
Oh,
sing it. Fuck you
no.
guys. Fuck you guys. I will give him what was it? Mental damage to myself.
Yeah. Psychic damage. Just
She recaps the ditty poorly, and now it's stuck in your head.
yeah.
You've done this to yourself.
And the whole time you're picking flowers, she's trying to recap the information that was given by Bosk and using you as a sounding board to say yes or no. Unfortunately, half of the information you don't know either.
I will
And-
make it up though.
And every time, definitely, she's like, "How do lights work?" "Magic." And she's like, "Yeah, magic."
The light fairies, man.
Every so often, the song sneaks up and comes out of your mouth, and you hate
Oh,
yourself.
Damn it. Okay. And Gunnlaug will swear in front of children because she forgets that they're children that shouldn't be sworn in front of.
She looks at you. She's like, "I hear
What does
you
that word mean?
saying those words. I hear a lot of people back in town used to say it like a lot.
Like which one? Like fuck?
She thinks for a while. Let me roll a d20 to see how much she remembers. Okay, not much. There was fuck and bullshit and shithead. She's
Oh,
9.
dickhead is a good one. An asshole.
Asshole.
That's for
Somebody
people
said-
that are dum dums.
And then one time I said it in front of Mummy, and she sort of told me, "Don't say that. Ladylike women don't say that."
Well,
But I
that's
don't wanna be
probably true.
ladylike, I
Who
wanna be
wants
like
to
you.
Ladylike. Exactly. Well, no, don't be like me.
It's like, wait a second.
actually not a good role model. But Minu is pretty nice. She's very cool, and she's not very ladylike.
Minu's cool too.
Mm,
She's fast.
she's
I
very
think
fast. You
I
should try
think
to be as fast.
every time I say Minu, my brother blushes.
Oh, does he have a crush?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm 9.
Okay, you all you gotta do is just say, um, just tease him about it. Just ask him if he really likes it when Minu is around.
She nods.
Uh-huh. And then do a little sing song about what's your brother's name?
Nihil?
Nihil and Minu sitting in a tree, and see if he blushes.
Nihil, Minu and Nihil sitting in a tree. That's a
Yeah.
better song than whatever is in the music box.
I know, right?
She continues picking flowers. Occasionally she'll pick up like an acorn.
We can probably like decorate with the acorns in the flower bouquet, right? That'll look cool.
She nods. That's a great idea. You know when my she pauses for quite a significant amount of time, and then you see her face flush for a while, and she's holding back tears.
Hey.
Mommy and Daddy aren't here anymore.
No. Do you understand what that means?
She nods.
Huh.
I know they're not gonna be here anymore. But I heard Miss Turner say that they're out there looking out for me and Nihil and everyone else.
Of course. You know, you and your brother got to look after each other. And there are people here that will help look after you as well. And just try to live in a way that you think would make your mom and dad happy.
She sort of sinks back into herself. Like if she was a turtle, her head would go into her shell. But she's
And I
half
don't mean that
human.
you need to be perfect and you don't need to always be brave. You just try to make sure that you guys get somewhere where you can be happy, okay? Because I think more than anything, your parents would just want you to be happy somewhere.
She nods. Yesterday, before we went to sleep, we had a. I think the Catman came to speak with us, and Meyer said something that stuck with me. I don't know how. I felt the same, but at the same time I didn't. He said, "Why don't we go back to town? Why don't we just kill all the bad things there and just stay at home? All my stuff is there, my dolls, my." You see her go into some kind of reverie as she thinks about her home or lack thereof, and you watch her spiral.
Hey, look, there's not that much there anymore. Would home really be home if there's no one of the people there that you used to be with?
You watch as tears go down her face.
You take home with you, okay? Home can be the people that you travel with and the people that are in your family, and you don't have to be in a specific place. I know that's really difficult to kind of wrap your head around, and I'm not very good at it. I miss home too. But if I were to go back to where I grew up now, it's kind of the same as yours. There's nothing there anymore because the things that made it home was my family and my friends and the people that was there, and you still have your brother here.
She nods. Where's
he's
your
home.
mommy and daddy?
Well, I think they've been dead for a very long time.
She hugs you.
I hug her back very tightly.
She, as she is hugging you, she's like, "It's okay. Um, you have family here." She's literally repeating what you just told her.
I know. Mm-hmm. Kurlak's like, yep. I need to take my own advice sometimes, hey?
She nods. At this point, she has buried her face in your shirt, and it's becoming wet.
Yeah.
And
There's a couple of tears in the life. Yeah.
it's just like a crying fest somewhere in the vicinity. Now we go to Valerius. What are you doing?
I am setting up decorations.
How?
Fairy lights, using shade water to freeze a frozen archway, things like that. Minor illusion, music boxes, whatever they need me to do.
He's preparing the music boxes. Oh no.
It's the Root Sandstorm. That's your wedding song.
Valerius pulls out the one, plays it, and then immediately like, oh no, not that one.
Pulls out hammer.
Smashes it. Never
Oh,
this
God.
one again.
But yeah, he does make like a very nice archway, and he does like make a platform that's higher than the ground so they can stand on it and have like a look down, that kind of stuff.
Easy enough.
The contract will also help by creating lights.
Disco lights.
More lights. It can also cast minor illusion.
By the time all of you are done, and of course with profuse thanking from all parties involved, from Branby, from Omer, Miss Turnen even comes and says thank you at various points in time. She looks tired. The sun starts to set slowly, or whatever semblance of a sun there is. The light starts to set. And the lights that you put up begin to illuminate the area. Is it different colored lights? Or is it like soft candle kind of thing?
I will defer to the people getting married on what colors they want.
Okay, I'm gonna say soft candle, gentle light diffusing around the arch. And around the same arch, the flowers were embedded into the water that was solidified. So inside an ice arch is just flowers. Like, it's very pretty. There's a platform, and next to the platform is a finished bouquet ready for Omer to take. Eventually, Minu and gang arrive. She arrives with Old Man Jaka. She arrives with the terrifying looking, very, very tall woman, Anyanka. And she arrives with the two siblings who you haven't seen in a really long time. Van and Biro are excited to see you. And at first they rush to hug you, and then they stop in the middle, realizing that you're not on hugging terms yet.
This is not appropriate.
This is
They
Valerius-
slow
very
down
not
and
appropriate.
extend their hand for a handshake.
Valerius kind of like sees them stop running towards them. He has his own arms outstretched. He's like, oh, lowers arms.
Oh, it's like, the scene where two people are running towards each other. This time the run doesn't complete. It's just awkwardly standing with hands out. And then give
Lame
up.
out.
Van puts a hand out to shake Bosk. I don't know what happened here, but it looks beautiful.
Me? Oh,
She nods.
the elk. Yes. I thought we could go with something a bit more extravagant today.
She nods. Well, the elk died for a good cause. Also, it smells delicious. What are you making? Elk, of course, but how?
Oh, we're roasting it. I saw some herbs that I thought would go quite well, and whatever salt was left.
The camera pans to Biro, who is slightly drooling at this point. Like he's looking at the elk like he hasn't eaten for days.
Yes, we have it on like a giant spit, and it's like turning.
As it turns, you see Branby come out actually, and she is kitted out in a makeshift dress. And she is the one that goes to the bouquet and picks it up.
Clap, clap, clap.
Omir waits on the podium that was made by Valerius under the soft light, refracted by the arch that is filled with flowers. She's waiting. Gunlag, where are you standing? What are you doing?
So she's been pulling out the components that she needs for the spell. So the powdered up silver that Valerius helped her kind of get together previously, and she's just kind of been off to the side trying to get her actual things together until people kind of look ready.
Okay. The two ladies are definitely ready. They
Okay.
are unsure of how they're supposed to go through the ceremony with you because they hadn't spoken about it, how you run the
Hey.
ceremony.
Look, we don't do any trials or anything. We just go straight for the thing.
Okay. Omin is sitting next to you or standing next to you as you are in front of you're standing in front of her, but on your right is a table of all the components that you need.
Yeah.
You are prepared
Fantastic.
with the spell. Omir goes, does she walk here or does she wait here?
I don't know. It's up to you. I just need you both to be here.
Okay. You watch
I'm
her
ready.
lift her arms and usher Branby to come, and Branby tries to walk quickly because she's so excited. She is so excited to finally do this. She doesn't trip, thankfully, and she
Mhm.
graciously hoists herself up on the podium. The flowers
So
are pristine, and she's holding on to them.
you're looking
We're ready.
beautiful.
Thank you. I've always wanted to be the one in the dress, because she's always doing the one getting makeup and stuff. I wanted to be pretty too.
It's very good. And you both look wonderful.
They both
So
smile.
are you ready?
They nod. Everybody is now standing, or sitting in front of where all of you are gathered. Pretty much your audience.
Fantastic. So I'm not going to make this a very long thing because it's not really me, but I do want to say that I think celebrating and finding time to care about love and the people that are near us is really, really important, and all the more so when times are tough. So I'm very glad that we get to be here and just take part in the celebration with you. It's very special, and I'll get the little silver grand up and just place that in my hands, then rub it across their palms, and I'll say a little, just a little like it's got like somatic kind of incantation, and what it actually does for them um, is for the next 7 days they both gain +2 bonus to AC when they are within 30 feet of each other.
Yay.
And
Yay!
yes, so their bonds are strengthened both magically, physically, and hopefully in their hearts as well. I
It
think
doesn't
now you can
seem
kiss each other. I think that's a thing that you do now.
they nod. It doesn't seem as though they want to say anything either. You watch as Omer kisses the forehead of her partner, and then both of them hug. And they're both
Yay.
crying at this point.
Clap, 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 clap.
Valerius claps along with his bot. Floaty does a nice
Come,
fly
come,
around
come,
the
come, come.
ceremony.
Look, Ghost can clap with extra arms. He's the best clapper.
Ghost will clap with just his regular pair of arms, and he will occasionally wipe his face as well.
Ghost. Something happens in your mind. Which I need to pull up the thingy for a while. Hang on. Give me a second.
Oh.
The woman with a voice and a laugh like bells pop up to the forefront of your subconscious. She is elated. She is grateful. She is excited. And you feel her touch your soul. You didn't think you had a soul, especially after whatever that thing is left. You're still Ghost, but now you feel as though your incorporeal self is becoming a little bit more full. She seems to be going away. Do you have words for her?
I just wanted to get this done and be done with it, and things have changed, and I'm gonna miss you.
She
I didn't think I'd
bows.
say this.
She turns into a rhetorical beam of light in your mind. It's not really a soul, but a memory. Roll me a D2.
I guess this is goodbye.
Yeah, roll a D2. I'm going to message you a trait that you gain from this.
Ooh.
You feel that moat sort of enter your soul, and a part of it gets left behind with you as it disappears into the ether. You feel yourself change a little. How you respond to this is entirely up to you as you watch the couple descend from the stage created by Valerius towards the feast that was created by Bosk. You watch as the merriment escalates as people joyfully partake in the food, in the drink. They reminisce about how Adem was a good mentor, a great support while he was alive and with them. You watch as everybody thanks each other for all the support and all the things that have been happening.
Gunlog and I are like, who are these new people that have just
Mm.
arrived?
Oh yeah, you don't know.
No, we have not met them.
You watch two siblings. Well, you don't know they're siblings. Essentially, there's a half-dwarven woman with like this beautiful beard. Very well taken care of. And a tiefling young man. Very handsome. Kind of foppish. And they're talking excitedly. And then they go up to you. Hi, my name's Van. And this is my brother Biro. We actually went to one of the safe houses to collect both of you and Valerius, but we only got Valerius. I gather you're sort of all right now? And she puts her hand out to shake either
I
one
look
of you.
at Bosk.
I haven't met them before either.
No,
Nice to meet you.
it's a pleasure, absolutely. And she grabs your hand, and it's one of the most like convincing handshakes that you've ever had in your life. Like it's very like strong and excited.
So you were the ones that went to break Valerius out.
Both of them nod.
I think they were
Well,
trying to break us all out, but there was just Val there.
that was the plan. Unfortunately, you were out of your chains. What he said.
Yes.
Not metaphorically at that stage, I think.
I don't suppose going back to the facility where we were being held is on the table.
That would be very ill-advised. I mean, we could, but you see like this cringe fill both of them with dread.
I nod because
Yeah,
it would make sense that they would not like allow people to break in again so easily.
and I
Right.
don't know if it would be nice for us either.
Anyway, well, we'll be traveling with you from here on out. Minu's going to take the rest of them back to camp.
Oh, joy.
I've sworn on my life not to tell anyone where it is, and they're probably going to be moving again. Van nods. Same here.
Uh-huh.
But if I'm not mistaken, we're still heading to Brawl? Or
So
what
do
you
you
called
guys
Brawl.
want?
We want for all of this to be over with. See,
Okay,
we
cool.
had
What does
a
that mean?
we had a very bad plan to break all of you out and then essentially give a lot of trouble to the matriarch by getting all the towns together and riling against her. I think
With our help.
Yes, I think it's a pretty good plan. Your friend Ghost doesn't think so. I can see what he thinks of both of us, actually.
You
We're
forgot
not
one.
very good talkers.
Yeah, and you forgot about one step.
I'm listening.
You haven't actually asked us if we want to help with any of that.
Right. This is entirely your decision. I understand. As soon as he says that, you can see that the sister is very hopeful. She doesn't know where this is going to turn, but she's very hopeful. And she's keeping her mouth shut. I beseech your help in gathering the forces, gathering the hearts, mostly the hearts of the people.
What makes you
And-
think that we can do that?
Yeah, do you really understand who we are?
He nods. I have a plan that perhaps maybe when we introduce you little by little to the people, they'll realize what happened. I found out that you were under her thrall through the grapevine. There are a series of freedom fighters. He puts in inverted commas. We've been fighting against the matriarch for the longest time. I personally am not a part of it. I have heard of them.
Uh-huh.
And they don't seem to be speaking to each other often. And I personally would like to start getting them to be in contact so we can plan better.
Yeah, wonderful. These freedom fighters, I bet they've gotten so much better in the last 250 years.
Valerius at some point does hear this conversation and walks over to participate but not say anything at the moment.
Okay, Valerius is just there.
Yep.
Actually, anybody in the vicinity, you guys are technically pretty close by to each other. It's very hard not to hear.
Mume will try not to participate, but also cringing at shaking his head. Is like, why?
Yeah, I'm turning around and looking
Wait.
at Mume.
Are you with the cat guy? He asked me if I would help overthrow the matriarch too.
What? Um, you know what? Give me a second. And you see Van.
Mume, get over here.
Essentially, she was walking halfway to Mume, like really, really fast, and then you told Mume to get over here, and then she makes a U-turn to follow Mume. She has very short legs. She's half dwarf. So essentially, she walked and then came back. She's like, "Well, that's one way you could do it."
Yes.
Wait, out of character, do we know the location of the two medical facilities?
Uh, yes, you have the coordinates.
but
Okay.
This is just
Oh, wait.
focusing on the wedding and celebration.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so right now I haven't put it on the map, but the gem that Valerius decoded gave you the exact coordinates. He rolled so high
right.
that he
Nice.
managed to only break his tablet.
God.
Very
Oh,
good. Only the tablet.
only the tablet.
Could you describe like where they are? Like, are they near or
And his heart,
far?
though, at the same time.
It is one is very very north,
Uh-huh.
close to Eflon Major, or rather, it within Eflon Major itself.
Okay. So like up there.
Yeah. So essentially, you're traveling downwards, and then you have to travel up again.
Mhm.
The secondary site that they were going to is actually on the way to Old Bror, which was why they were traveling in your direction.
Ah, okay. So
But
we would pass that before getting to Bror if we wanted to.
yes,
Interesting.
How
Okay.
long before?
I think it'll take a maybe like a 4-day travel, but it is going to take you a bit away from Bror because it's not directly on the line going to Bror.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
It's like a
Slight
off.
detour.
detour.
Yeah, it's a detour, definitely.
Do we know the one that is slightly detailed to a bro is which one?
The
Is
new
it
one,
the wait? Is it the there is the contaminated,
This
not
is the
that's the
contaminated.
old one.
this is the uninfected one.
Yeah.
The
Oh, so
infected one
that's
is like really far away, right?
okay. So
Yes,
this is the Bloomington Medical Facility, I assume.
probably. The other one is
Yes.
Meadow something.
The other one is
Close
Everglade.
enough. Yes,
Yes,
Is
that
what I
Everglades in
wrote down.
Bloomington.
Yeah, Everglade is what I wrote down. So yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
you're on the way. It's entirely up to you, but right now it's night. And by the time we come back in January, you will have all the stuff on the map.
Okay.
Right.
Yes,
And then we can kind of decide what to do. Or maybe we
exactly.
can decide like during the break.
Correct. You will have ample time. Anyway, where was I?
Oh, I'll go to the
Movie
group
was coming to conversation.
Oh, yeah,
reluctantly,
yeah,
and
yeah. The
yeah.
U-turn happened, and then she's like, Mumi, was it? And this is already in front of everybody
Yes.
who has gathered together.
Yes, and
Have a good day.
no, they were not with me.
They were
Okay.
not.
Who are you with
Yeah,
then?
we don't know him. And then she looks at you, Mumi, and she goes, fire, fire, burning bright. And then
Any
you know that is one of the codes for entry to speak to anybody in like a in like one of those freedom fighters who are connected to each other. It's like your key phrase.
Oh, okay. Do I have a returning phrase then?
No. It's
Oh.
just for people who aren't initiated.
Okay, okay. Then
So she doesn't know
then
anything.
after they said that, it's like I look to them, it's like you're speaking to one of them.
You watch her eyes light up. And that is where we're going to stop for today.
Yay.
Thank you everybody for
Oh,
watching.
damn.
We will join again next year.
Next year.
Bye.
Happy New Year,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Good night and goodbye. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.